Welcome to the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of July 11th, 2022. I'm Terry Morrow, and I'm here with Catherine Holecko.
Hello.
Nicole Iredix is off this week, so it's just the two of us talking, complaining, and obsessing. We're talking about talking. This week, we're making up for complaining about our spouses, and we're obsessing about annoying our teens and young adults. We also take a couple of breaks for an entertainment discussion and a recommendation roundup. Today, we are talking about spooky, unexplainable events. What happened, Catherine?
Okay, so a weird thing happened a couple days ago, and I'm going to preface it by a possibly related weird thing that happened a few weeks ago.
Alrighty.
So, as we have discussed on this podcast, we have our laundry machines in the kitchen, right? Mm-hmm. And as part of that sort of renovation, we put in a little cabinet next to the dryer, and it has like a little pull-out drawer. So that's like, 6 or 8 inches off the ground where you pull it out, because it's above like the molding on the floor. And then we have a hamper in there. So you pull it out, you can drop your stuff in the hamper. And a while ago, a few weeks, a month or something, I was doing laundry and I took the hamper. Usually I take the hamper all the way out of the sliding drawer when I'm doing laundry. So I took it out, and on the drawer underneath the hamper, there's like a little handful of dog food. There's just kibbles. Just there. Now, again, this cabinet is closed. It only gets opened when I'm doing laundry, right? Or, if someone's throwing something in there, obviously. Yeah. So I'm like, that is real weird. Yeah. And the hamper's always sitting there. And if that kibble had gotten there when the hamper wasn't there, wouldn't I have seen it when I went to put the hamper back, right? So I'm like, I don't know. Somehow the dogs carried it from the bowl to the hamper. That is weird.
Has it been in somebody's pocket or clothes and just fallen out of it?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't think any of us ever put dog food in our pockets. It's not like treats.
Just doesn't like to be able to, toss a little kibble their way every so often.
Because he gives them treats. He's always looking for reasons not to give them kibble. Okay. So I just thought, that's just very strange, but whatever. It was within the vicinity of where we store the dog food, where we feed the dogs. Yes.
You could explain it if you didn't think about it too hard.
Right. So then, fast forward to a few days ago. Yeah. It's raining, and I was going over to the park. So I got out my my rubber boots, my almost knee-high rubber boots. Yeah. Right? Which I keep in the coat closet, which is not very near the kitchen.
Right.
It's around the corner down the hall.
Was there kibble in your boots?
I put my left foot in, what is this in the bottom? What am I feeling with my foot? Indeed, it was kibble.
You have a ghost dog.
Enough to cover the whole bottom of the goodness. Boot, right? And it was whole. It wasn't chewed up at all. It was complete pieces of dry kibble. Right? Because now sometimes I will admit, once in a while, one of the dogs throws up and it's pieces of kibble.
Right.
This was not that.
It was undigested kibble?
Undigested, whole, dried kibble. And, and I have a shearling insole in this boot. Mm-hmm. So when I dumped it all out, it was perfectly dry. There was nothing weird stuck in there. And I obviously have 2 boots Only one had the kibble.
Huh.
And again, these are in the coat closet, which the door is mostly closed to the coat closet. And we're not in and out of there a lot, now because it's summer. What happened? I can't figure this out. My husband's like, could it be a mouse? I'm like, well, first of all, it would have to be like 20 mice because I don't even know how they could carry, one kibble, let alone like 50.
And why would they put it into a boot that they had to climb to the top of and then fall into? That seems impractical.
And why wouldn't they just eat it?
Right. Or put it in a regular shoe.
Yeah. I mean, there's lots of shoes in there.
Yes.
In the closet.
A more accessible receptacle would seem practical. Well,
so you see why
I do. And I can only think of two possible explanations. One is ghost dog.
Right.
And the other is somebody is trying to drive you crazy.
Right.
A little bit, handful of kibble at a time. You have like an inheritance that you have come into? Or, some precious gems in your jewelry collection?
No.
Or,
I mean, it's like if you had a toddler, it's definitely something that a 2-year-old would do.
It totally is.
I don't have a 2-year-old.
Yeah. Have you grilled your family members? It's really only your husband and your son, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever have like dog watchers that come into the house?
No. Whenever we go away without the dogs, we board them away from home.
Any like plumbers or handymen or utility workers passing through?
Sure, from time to time, but
Sneaking
I don't.
Into your boots.
They don't go into the coat closet.
It's their little laugh. We're gonna leave kibble a few places.
Right.
She'll never figure it out. She'll be
like, who comes up with it? I mean, if it is a human, like, what makes you decide that this is the way you're going to make me lose my mind?
Seems like there could be better options.
Yes.
Kibble is so specific.
It is. And, the first part, the boot one was weird enough on its own.
Yeah.
But then when you consider that was actually the second time that something like that had happened.
Have you interviewed the dogs? Have you seen the guys? Either you're messing with mom, in which case,
knock it
no
off
treat for you, or tell me about the ghost dog that comes into the house periodically.
Right. Or you're not doing a good job guarding.
Why are you not barking at the ghost dog? Come on. Does like a Great Dane come through here periodically and stash kibble?
And why do they stash it? If they're a ghost, they don't need to eat it, right?
That's true. Wouldn't they eat ghost kibble? Do ghost dogs eat regular kibble?
I don't
know. If this were a Disney movie, there would be a whole doggy enterprise going out of your house.
Yeah.
When you're not home, all the dogs would come over and they'd discuss the neighborhood doings and they'd dribble kibble around and somebody would just sweep it into the closet or hide it in a shoe.
Right.
But you're not.
They hear us coming and they're like, quick, hide it. Maybe that's it. Maybe you're in. And the thing is, someone is always home. I mean, the times that all 3 humans actually leave the house are extremely rare. So.
Have you mentioned this on Facebook? Put out an open call to other parents in your neighborhood? Are you seeing this phenomenon? Possibly our teenagers are trying to mess with us.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a fun prank when you're just that age?
Right. I did tell my son about it, and he was just like, that's really weird.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Right.
Kibble, you said? How could that be?
He didn't act too guilty, but maybe.
They see the seniors doing senior pranks, and they think, what can we do?
Right.
Start seeing toilet paper around, then you'll know. Wow, that is really weird. And now are you constantly feeling like you're going to see another pile of it somewhere? Every time you open a drawer, you have that
Yeah, I mean, where is it going to be next?
The kibble monster has been here. Get in the shower.
And, the dogs don't have opposable thumbs to, like, pull open drawers and...
But ghost dogs do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or other ghosts. Maybe it's not a ghost dog.
Ghost
Maybe it's
chimpanzee. But would not be so interested in kibble, probably.
No, but they might be interested in messing with me.
That's true. That's true. But you would then see other things like just banana peels flung around and such.
Yes.
Don't give them away.
Wow. Maybe it's the ghost chimp's way of saying, like, I don't like this kibble. Can you please come up with something better?
Yeah, to try like getting in some good chimp food and see if the problem stops.
But, I mean, fairly recently we had a bunch of bananas that sat on the counter for, like, over a week and eventually had to get put in the freezer because no one ate them, which is why I don't usually buy bananas.
That does seem to go against the ghost chimp theory.
There's explanations for a lot of things, but not the main thing.
You need to go find what do you call them? A medium or a seer of some sort.
I need to call Rob Lowe. Doesn't Rob Lowe and his sons go look for
they
ghosts?
Go investigating mysteries.
I thought it was ghosts specifically.
Be ghosts. Yes. Well, I think that certainly we'll tag him in this episode and say, "Yo, Rob.
Yeah.
What the heck is going on here?"
Fellow podcaster Rob Lowe.
Right.
We have something for you to investigate.
Yes. Out of the Brotherhood of Podcasters, we're sure you'll come here and check out the kibble situation.
I mean, the house is over 100 years old. So I feel like...
Yeah.
But we've lived here for 18 years and we've never had anything else happen.
Did any of the previous owners have a very large dog that they still buried in the backyard?
The person before us did have dogs.
Yeah.
And she also had a lot of cats that she kept in the basement.
Oh. Cats could get down in a boot, but would they want to eat kibble?
Or if they just want to protest something.
I guess. I think the cats would poop in your boot.
True. I think you're right. Ghost poop.
Oh my. Well, you know what? Sometimes good to have something like that to obsess about instead of really important things.
Really anything else. But if anyone has any theories, definitely let me know.
Tweet at us. Let us know post on Facebook.
Yeah.
Friend of the podcast, Mike, is the only person who ever comments. I'm sure he will have a theory, but maybe
he is a good friend.
Too. He is good. Mike, what up with the kibble, man? What do you think? But, that unsettling story will stay with you for the rest of the day. You're going to start looking around your house. Mm-hmm. Is that kibble over in the corner? Is it kibble? I don't know. Is Unsolved Mystery still a thing? Maybe you could.
Also, I would like to point out that we do buy our dogs, cheap, dry kibble for food because that is what they eat. Like, we've tried more expensive...
lowbrow taste.
Exactly. We tried more expensive things and they wouldn't eat it. So
I'm with you guys.
Don't at me about their diet being substandard.
Yeah. But perhaps the ghost chimp doesn't care for it.
Yes.
Or the ghost dog. The ghost dog would like you to upgrade.
Yes.
Well, that's all the Unsolved Mysteries for today's round 1. Tune in tomorrow for our entertainment-themed round 2, and later in the week to find out what we're complaining about, obsessing about, and recommending right now. We're always interested in what you have to say, so drop us a comment on our website, our Facebook page, or Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.